In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. With Mr. Ahmed Ismail. Here is a lesson from Chapter 5, Unit 4, Questions and Question Words. Our aims today: to identify question words, to use question words correctly, to differentiate and use between which and what, to form subject and object questions. Our strategy today is flipped classroom. Now let's have a look on question words. The question words always begin WH, who, where, why, when, how, what, which, whose, whom. And we notice that how is not WH, and there are some combinations between WH questions and other words, as you see here: what kind, what time, how many, how much, how long, how often, how far, how old, how come, etc. Now it is your turn. What are the question words in the following? The first one: where is your house? The question word here is where. That's correct. How do you come to school? The question word is yes. How? When do you get up in the morning? The question word is when. What's your name? The question word here is what. Who won the match yesterday? The question word is who. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee? The question word here is which. Whose book is this? The question word is whose. Now let's have a look on the following question words and their meanings, and we'll take some examples. Who. We use who to ask about a person. For example, who's that? That is Nancy. So Nancy here is person. Where? We use it to ask about place. Where do you live? In Boston, in Riyadh, etc. So the place here is Boston or Riyadh. Why? We use why to ask about a reason. Why do you sleep early? Because I've got to get up early. Yes, so the reason here is I've got to get up early. When? We use when to ask about time. When do you go to work? At 7 o'clock. Yes, here we ask about time. How? We use it to ask about manner. How do you go? By car. So the manner here is by car. What? We use what to ask about an object or an idea or an action. What do you do? I am a manager, or I am an engineer, I am a teacher, etc. Which? We use which to make some kind of choice. Yes, and we notice here that the choice is limited. Which one do you prefer? Valid one. So our choice here is limited between 2 or 3, like this. Whose? We use whose to ask about possession. Whose this book? It is Alan's. It is Ali's. It is Omar's. Whom? We use whom to ask about an object of the verb. About the object of the verb. Whom did you meet? I met the manager. So here in this example, we ask about the manager. Whom did you meet? I met the manager. What kind? We use it to ask about description. What kind of music do you like? I like quiet songs. What time? We use it to ask about time. What time did you come home? We notice here in this example that we can use when. So what time? Yes. What time did you come home? I can say at 7 o'clock. Yes. How many? We use it to ask about quantity. This is countable things. How many students are there? There are plenty. How much? Amount, price, yes, uncountable things or uncountable nouns. How much time have we got? 10 minutes. How long? We ask about duration of time, duration of things, length. How long did you stay in that hotel? For 2 weeks. How often? For frequency. How often do you go to the gym? Twice a week. How far? Distance. How far is your school? It is 1 mile far. How old? How old? So we ask about age. How old are you? I'm 16. How come? About reason, like why. How come I didn't see at the party? Fill in the suitable question word. Space. Do you come to school every day? By car. So the suitable question word here is how. How do you come to school every day? The answer is by car. So here we ask about the manner. Space. Do you usually visit your grandfather? The answer is on Friday. On Friday it is time. So the question word here is when. When do you usually visit your grandfather? The answer is on Friday. The last one. Do you take an English course? The answer is because I want to be a tourist guide. Because here is a reason. So the question word is yes, why? Why do you take an English course? Because I want to be a tourist guide. Subject questions. When we use the question words who, which, and what to ask about the subject of the verb, we form the question without auxiliary verbs. Who, which, what, plus verb in the affirmative form. Here is this example. Tom saw the accident. Yes, Tom is subject. We want to ask a question. So we use who. Who saw the accident? Right. Object questions. When we use the question words who, which, and what to ask about the object of the verb, we form the question with auxiliary verbs. For example, the rule here is WH question at first, then the auxiliary verb, then the subject preceded by the verb, and the rest of the question. And you should put the question mark at the end. Okay. Who is WH question. Auxiliary verb did. We can use do, does, did, am, is, are, have, has, had, will, would, may, might, etc., etc. Okay. Then the subject of the verb, the subject here is you, and the verb is see. At the restaurant is the rest of the question, and here is the question mark at the end. Okay. I saw Tom and Gabby. Yes. Who did you see at the restaurant? Yes, I saw Tom and Gabby. Here we ask about the object. The object here is Tom and Gabby. The question: who did you see at the restaurant? Okay. What are you eating? We'll ask about an object. What are you eating? Yes. So the sentence was, I am eating Chinese food. Here we ask the question about the Chinese food. Direct and indirect objects. Let's have a look on this sentence. We gave a bone to our dog. We gave a bone to our dog. We is a subject. Gave, verb, a bone is the object, and to here is preposition. Our dog is a direct object. The direct object we can ask, give what? A bone, yes. So a bone is the direct object. And who's the recipient? The recipient is our dog. So our dog is indirect object. Another sentence. We gave our dog a bone. What is the difference between the two? Here we moved the indirect object in place of the direct object. Yes, we gave our dog a bone, and we omitted the preposition here. Yes, we gave our dog a bone. Certain verbs: give, offer, send, show, buy, etc. take two objects. The direct object usually indicates a thing, and the indirect object usually indicates a person. A thing indicates the direct object, and the person indicates the direct object. We do for the action to or for. When asking about the indirect object, we must put to or for at the end of the question. Adam sent Lee an email. Adam is the subject, and here sent is the verb. Lee is indirect object, is a person, or she is a person. An email is direct object, it is a thing. Who did Adam send an email to? Yes, we put to at the end of the question. Who did Adam send an email to? Another sentence. Tina bought Jane a watch. So Jane here is indirect object. A watch is direct object. And we want to ask a question about a watch. Yes. Who did Tina buy a watch for? Yes. So buy here take preposition for. Here are question quotes. Successful people ask better questions, and as a result they get better answers. Tony Robbins. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Albert Einstein. The wise man doesn't give the right answers. He poses the right questions. Claude Lévi-Strauss. The scientist is not a person who gives the right answers. He is one who asks the right questions. Claude Lévi-Strauss. Thank you for listening. With my best wishes for success, Mr. Ahmed Ismail.